Today I am at Westwood Lakes and I'm going to be fishing on Kingfisher Lake. Let's do it, shall we? There we go, look at that. Welcome back to the channel. I'm at Westwood Lakes in Boston today. Going to give this a go. It's a complex with lots of lodges and about, I think, 5 or 6 lakes. Lots of match lakes, lots of pole fishing going on. They've got 2 pleasure lakes. One that I'm on is called Kingfisher. Lovely little lake, not too deep. Gonna give you a little look around, but there's a right mixed bag of fish in here, I'm told. So yeah, let me get set up and then I'll show you around. So this is my peg. I'm on peg 1. Now I'm currently float fishing just out there. My idea was if I was gonna be on the feeder, then I would be just by the island. Now the guy in the shop said that there would be a headwind and they do move down this end of the lake, so that's why if I couldn't get between the 2 islands up here, then I was going to come down here because that's where he said the next best place would be. Now I am fighting the wind obviously with a float. It's not the easiest to get close to the island because it's you know, you got the winds in you. So I'm going just not too far out, but I've been baiting this area here in the margin, and I've been baiting this area here just in the margin, because if I've been watching the anglers all over here and they're all fishing in the margin, it does seem like there's a lot of activity in the margins. So I'm going to give you know, both areas a go. I'm just chucking a few maggots in every now and again into the margins just to keep them topped up, and I'll switch between the 2. So I thought it was a good time to show you my rig that I'm using. Now I was going to start on the bottom, but I spoke to a few anglers this morning and they said it's quite shallow, you might as well use the float. So changed my tactics. I was going to use a feeder and go on to pellet on the bottom. If the float doesn't work, then I might switch, but this is the rig so far. So I've got just a float locked in with 2 line stops, a few weights. I've got it on a quick change rig, so you can see that there it's on a quick change, so I can just pop this one off as and when I want. I can move it to wherever I need to. I've got a few weights here, one more further down the line, and then a 3-inch hook link. That is the setup. I'm about 3 foot, 2.5 foot, 3 foot deep. A few people have said maggot seems to work well in here, so I'll try maggot and then we'll give it a go and then see how that works. If we don't catch anything, then or don't have any bites, then I might get another rod out and switch over to the feeder, and then yeah, hit the feeder, see how that works. I've been told that there's carp in here, there's tench, there's roach, perch, there's golden tench, and there's even eels. A guy was showing me in the car park a picture of a 5-pound eel that he caught, which I've never caught an eel, so that'd be brilliant to catch. But yeah, it's a nice little lake. There's quite a lot of anglers at the moment round here. I think there's about 12 anglers around here now. So it's a very busy lake. It's only £8 a day. It's well looked after, and it's got a very extensive tackle shop on site, which I was in last night, just grabbing my maggots. But yeah, that is the rig. Let's go fishing. Right, a little update. It's about 2 o'clock. I've caught 3 little skimmers. Lovely little skimmer. and a perch. And I didn't film the perch because I thought, I'm going to catch much bigger than that. I'm going to catch much more than that. So I didn't film it. That was my first mistake. So I've just packed, I've pulled in the float rod. I've just got another rod out. I'm going to put a feeder on it. I've made a mix up. So there are some pellets in there, which I use, like expander pellets. And then I put a hodgepodge of different ground baits in. I've got super sweet in there from Sonos Baits, and then I've got a bag that I've got, like, you know, the dribs and drags that you nearly fell over then. You know, when you have like half a bag left and you have another little bit of a bag left, another bit of a bag left, I just put it all into one. So it's like, it really is very unique. No one on this place will have it. So I'm going to wet that up a little bit more. I have chucked a little bit of chocolate orange bait boost in. I get on well with that stuff. So I'm going to put that all around. Windy, it's windy. I'm going to put that around the feeder, and then I'm going to try pellet on the feeder, maybe a red robin reds. Yeah, robin reds. If not, then I'll try some maggot again. I'm just going to try and get over by the island and see if we can get a decent fish. Just one. That's all we want for the last, 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, so let's give it a go. So I'll just show you the new setup. So it's just a 3.5 inch hook link, size 12 or size 12. I think size 12. To a banded hair rig, so I can put a pellet on, and it's free running to the Preston ICM feeder. I love these feeders because you can just literally pop them out, and then the line comes out. You can change it to a pellet feeder, you can change it to a maggot feeder, anything you want. Really simple. And then that's a quick change bead. So if I want to change the hook link, I can. But yeah, really easy, really simple. Gonna fill that up, put a few maggots in there, and fill the top up with ground bait, and yeah, chuck it out. And my plan is to try and get as near the island as I can. That's where I'm thinking, yeah, just around there. Fingers crossed we get a bite. There we go. Casted it out just around there where I wanted it. I've got no bite alarms or anything on. I know it's not a quiver tip, but I put the bait runner on, and I should be able to see the end. And hopefully that, line starts running, then I'll strike. Hopefully that gets a fish. Yeah, just got to change tactics sometimes, haven't you? And go with whatever the situation presents. See if you can produce a bite one way or another. There we go, look at that. Lovely little carp. Straight on pellet within 10 minutes of changing tactics. I'm soaked and I'm covered in slime, but that was well worth it. It was better than the little skimmer, wasn't it? I thought this morning I'm going to be on the bottom, I'm going to be on feeder, and then because I spoke to a few others and they've had different success and different thoughts and feelings and how they do things, I changed and I went with what they said, and I went with float fishing. Sometimes it pays to go with your gut. I mean, I've already had one carp. If I can have another couple, then that'll be a great day's fishing. This one just went screaming. Lovely little mirror. Lovely little mirror. There we go. biggest carp in the world, but certainly a pristine one. Look at that. It's turned this day right around, isn't it? Lovely fish. What a beautiful fish. And that one was caught on a feeder, a little bit of ground bait and a halibut pellet. Look at that. Let's get it back. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not trying to teach you to suck eggs here, but you always have little bits of line. Like that's an old hook link there, which I'm going to bin, and a little bit of line, and you just don't know what to do with it. So obviously throw it away, don't leave it at the bankside. That is a big no-no. But I always have a can of, I always bring a couple of cans with me to drink, obviously, and then I just pop my old line or any little scraggly bits of line and a hook in there, and then they're good. They're gone. You know, throw that straight in the bin. It's going to get melted. It's going to go in recycling. Yeah, gone. You know, it can't harm any nature. Then it can't get wrapped around anything. It can't hook you, you know, or hook someone else. And yeah, I don't know what you guys put where you, but they just, you know, little bits of line, little bits of a few little hooks. They just hang around. So yeah, I chuck them in the can. I just chucked my rod out in the margin as of probably the last 1 or 2 casts, and I started packing up and the rod screams off. I just grabbed it, I've just got it in. Another beautiful little common to finish the day off. How good is that? Change tactics and yeah, 3 little carp. What a cracking little day. Love it, love it. Right, what a cracking little day's fishing that's been. Started off a bit rocky. I was really hopeful, to be fair, because there's a lot in this lake, I've been told. I was thinking, oh, we're going to catch... I was hoping for a tench, to be fair. I was hoping for a tench, but it's one of them fine lines with fishing. You got to persevere, but then you got to know when to, you know, kind of change tactics and switch it up a bit, which was pretty much today, you know. I was trying to persevere with the flow and the maggots, trying to change depths, change spots, you know, feeding a few different places. And it just really weren't happening. Like I said, I caught a few skimmers, like, you know, and a perch which was about that big, and I didn't even take a picture or a video of the perch because I thought I was going to catch a lot more. I thought that was just the warm up, you know. But yeah, lovely little lake. Carp are immaculate, and £8 a day for a day ticket is not bad at all. I would have preferred if I could have 2 rods. I would have had one out on the bottom, and then I'd have been maybe one like with a boilie or something, and then one doing the feeder. But you know, it keeps you on your toes doing it with one. You can't hedge your bets, so you have to then figure it out and then change tactics. Which changing tactics today really did help. I mean, it pulled 3 carp out, so not the world's biggest carp, but they were beautiful little carp, and any day that you catch fish is a good day in my books. I'd definitely come back here because there's loads of little lakes, loads of match lakes and lodges, and when you're driving through this place, the lodges, some of them have got like hot tubs on them, which look pretty cool. So yeah, one day I might come back and stay, but if I'm ever in the Boston area, then I'm going to come back and give this lake another go, see if I can catch an eel, see if I can catch a tench and a golden tench. That is Westwood Lakes. Yeah, Westwood Lakes in Boston. What a great day's fishing. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.